Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about routing algorithms. Two main functionalities of the network layer are routing and forwarding. Routing, it is a path that is from the routing algorithms we can find the path from source to destination, and after finding the path we are going to establish a path between the source and destination, and all the packets follow the same path. Whereas in case of forwarding, intermediate nodes, they are going to decide the next immediate neighbor to which the packet need to be forwarded. So here the forwarding is done through a local forwarding table which is maintained in every router. So right now we have a forwarding table for this router. In this forwarding table, a router has received a packet. That packet has a destination address. So it is going to check within its routing table where this destination address occurs. If it occurs within the range 1, then the packet will be sent to an output link 3. If it is within the address range 2, then it will be sent to the output link 2. So based upon this forwarding table, the packet will be forwarded by that particular router. So path is not established in case of forwarding, whereas in case of routing, a predefined path is established and all the packets they follow the same path. So this is the difference between routing and forwarding. And all the nodes and all the routers, they are going to maintain the forwarding table within them. So you can see them with the green color here. All the routers, they have their own forwarding tables. So here routing algorithm determines end-to-end path through the network, whereas forwarding table determines local forwarding at this particular router. In case of graph abstraction, we have a graph. So usually we consider graph as N and E, that is edges and nodes, and here we can see certain nodes, and usually we consider the nodes as routers. It is a set of routers. So we have around 6 routers, and edges, they are considered as set of links. From U to V we have a link, that is we have a connection from U to V through which the packet can be transmitted. From U to W we have a link. Similarly U to X. From one node to another node we have a link here, and they are indicated with a line, and which is going to connect those routers or nodes. So here we have UV, UX, VX, WX, YZ. These all are considered as edges, which are going to connect different nodes. So aside, graph abstraction is useful in other network context. Example, peer-to-peer, where N is a set of peers and E is the set of TCP connections that need to be established. So you can see here C of x comma x bar, which is a cost of link from x to x bar. For example, cost from W to Z. In this diagram, what is the cost from W to Z? W to Z, it is represented as 5. So here the value above this link, it is going to indicate the cost which is required from that particular node to another node. The cost the cost that is required to travel from W to Z, that is represented above this particular link, that is above the edges. So you can see the cost in almost all the links here. So here V to W, the cost is 3. X to Y, the cost taken from node X to node Y is 1. So cost could always be 1 or inversely related to the bandwidth, or it is inversely related to the congestion. So based on these criteria we can decide the cost. So cost of the path from x1, x2, x3 up to xp. If you want to travel from x1 to xp, then the cost is going to be from x1 to x2 plus cost from x2 to x3. Similarly from xp minus 1 to xp, that is from current node to next immediate neighboring node, from current node to next immediate neighboring node. Similarly we can find the others. If you perform the addition operation, we are going to find the complete cost from one node, that is from source to the destination. Here the key question is, what is the least cost path between U and Z? Here we have a node U and here we have a Z, and we can travel from U to Z through the multiple paths. But what is the least cost path from U to Z? That is we need to compute. So how to compute that? For this purpose we go for the routing algorithms. Here algorithm that finds that least cost path. So here routing algorithm helps to find the shortest path from source U to destination Z. So here we are going to classify the routing algorithm. Routing algorithms are classified into the first classification, that is global algorithm and the decentralized algorithm. So here global algorithm, it's going to compute the least cost path between source and destination using complete global knowledge about the network. That is, the algorithm takes the connectivity between all the nodes and all the links costs as an input. Then it's going to compute the path from source to destination. So here it is called as a link state algorithm. That is, a global algorithm has a complete information about connectivity and about the link cost. So in practice, the algorithm with global state information, these are often called as link state algorithms. The next one is about the decentralized routing algorithm. Here it is that is, it is going to compute the least cost path based upon the iterative distributed manner. That is, no node has a complete information about the cost of all the network links. Instead, each node begins with only the knowledge of the cost from the immediate node attached node, or it is also considered as a neighboring node. Then through the iterative process, they are going to compute the path from those particular node to the neighboring node, and this is how it is going to carry out. And we also call it as an distance vector algorithm, because each node maintains a vector estimation of the cost. This we call it as a distance from all other nodes in the network. Next, a classification is about the static or dynamic. So static algorithm, routes change very slowly over the time, and it often as a result of human intervention. Whereas in case of dynamic, they are going to change continuously. Routes will change more quickly, and this is because of the periodic update and in response to the link cost change. If you change the cost of the link, then the periodic table or the link the forwarding table, it will get updated, and the table finds the next shortest path from source to destination, and you can change the route quickly. Whereas in case of static, it will change very slowly over the time. These are the classifications of routing algorithms. Thank you.